get basic storage. You get the idea. And this goes up into another floor, which is a. This is storage. These are wine casks, giant wine casks. What is this? I don't remember what this is. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna question it. It's something I did. And these are wine casks in the walls. Figure I just put a, because you can't make circular things, not easily. And I got better at doing it later, so I'm not gonna update though. And this goes up into the Fighting McDonald, which is, this is a reimagine of that bar that's in Neptune's Bounty. I did this as more connected. Like, this is really connected to the Neptune's Bounty. And this is a ticket booth to something later on I'll show you. Down in here, I put this recently. This is one of the newer things I put in. And this is a submarine. Oh, it looks better from there. This is a nuclear submarine I put in, which it's broken, it's destroyed because they found Rapture and they destroyed it. And they were destroyed because they found it. So the next big building I put in is right over here. And this is the Rapture Casino. And it's directly connected to Neptune's Bounty. Who'd have thought it? So room rentals, storage, chests, stuff like that. And you got your book to sign, all that stuff. And I went for the most grandest casino I could think of. Craps. Roulette. A really big roulette. And more craps. We got the blackjack tables here. A little bit of Texas Hold'em right over there. So you got a little bit of everything. That's where that sub car went. Over here we've got, what is over here? Simple seating area. And then this is the cashier. This is where you get your cash, holding cages. Back in here. A smaller holding cage, and then we got the vaults, holds onto the cash, and there I put glowstone because it's supposed to be gold, and gold glows if you don't know. Get me out of here. Yeah, I need to change. I need to change it to switches. So that's pretty much where you get your. You change. Over here we've got a pool, because every freaking hotel casino has a pool. Seating areas. I mean, it's sort of a unique look. Nice little bubbling water coming up. I just thought it would look cool. And we got these huge water spires that shoot up, and in here, these are the suites or the rentals. Each of these is one single rental because because of the way it's shaped, I couldn't do it any different, and I got better at making bathrooms. Oh, I used these for the toilets. Oh, it's actually pretty similar. So yeah, this must have been when I converted it over, or after an update. Huge showers. Don't know why I gave them huge showers. So that's how it is on every floor, except for maybe the top floor. So let's just jump up to the top floor. But I wanted to go for something. It had a theme originally. Yeah, this is the only one that's different, because this one is 2 floors. This is a 2-story. This is one of those grand suites that overlooks everything. So you got a bar, you got a fridge. Yeah, double doors. So this is just one big suite. Second floor, you got your bedroom, and it leads up to the other floor. So that's how it is on all 4 corners of these things. Yeah, that's the pool. And then this was something different. This was I decided to put this in because this would be like the one place everybody wants to go to in Rapture with their hard-earned money. So they want to make it easier. So this is an arrival and departure area, but this is like high stakes games. Like these are the private tables you could rent for high stakes games. And they're their own little pods. Anyways, this is an entry point for bathyspheres, and I had the bitch of a time making this bathysphere station because I had to figure out a way to where the bathysphere could be open and it's still exposed to the ocean. So I came up with how this one exactly works. The door is open and the glass panel slides up. So it's a little different from the other ones, but I like it. It's pretty smart. It's different. Why do I... That's right. And this is a clue to what's in one of the rooms. This is when I got the idea, actually. This was, that's probably not the accurate size, but we'll just leave it at that. This is when I started getting the idea of what I was going to put. So, arrivals, departures, this is where you wait for the next bathysphere to take you back to wherever you really live. Over in here we got the slots, and I wanted to go for just a basic reach around with the slots. Big oak trees, really hokey, you know, even colors, everything is just meant to get your attention. So this is kind of cool. I like this. This is a restaurant, but what's different about this one is you can actually just look in the windows and see what they're doing, see how they're preparing the meals. And I got this from somewhere, I don't remember where. But this is just not just any restaurant. This is a dinner theater restaurant. So you just wait to be seated, reception. Oh, I put flowers here. And you got the booths, you got the tables, got the improv stage. This was my, because I didn't know for sure if I was ever going to put it in. This was my take. This whole place was sort of my take on Fort Frolic. To the left, we have storage for props. Back here, we've got the lift for parts of the stage, because, you know, there's always some part where something on the stage drops down or goes up, what have you. And then we have the makeup counters, and there's no mirrors, not yet, until they come up with something for that. So this is where they would come to do the makeup and everything. So it's pretty close to real. And then of course the kitchen and the machines. I hate these things because you really can't do much. So I put these color-coded things on the front so you kind of have an idea of what it is. This one's Coke. This one's some blue Fanta. This one's Sprite. And it just goes on and on. Cooking stations, cleaning stations, etc. And I started getting into carpet designs a little more intricately. And it shows off when I do something, when we go somewhere else. Now this in the center, I really love this thing. This is a hokey temple in the middle, and it's really the ocean coming down on it. I put it open, circular, but this was supposed to be like just a hokey gimmick that you would always see at like a Vegas or something. And it's more tables, and I never did it completely. I'm a little disappointed. I put a carousel in the center, and this carousel was, I think, the inspiration for this thing. And I didn't do it. I was really gonna put a bar in here, and the inspiration, I don't know why that popped up. The inspiration for it was fear and self-loathing, and it was just for that scene where they go to Circus, and they're in the middle of that bar, and the bar was on a carousel. I liked the idea, so I stole it. I just never put the bar in for some stupid reason. And here is this is actually another bar, and this is sort of a circus tent theme gone amok. And I originally had hanging vines, but it grew way too out of control. I came back here like a couple hours later, and it was just all over the place. So I just made it from scratch. And off out in this window, I think it's off out in this window. Yeah, you can start to see like strewn wreckage all over the place. And that's a really big piece of wreckage up there. And like I said, I got the idea for one of the other buildings from here. This building, though, is going to take a little while to explain. When I started building, I never had the idea of building this. I had the idea of building something, just building my interpretation of Bioshock. So, and when I did it, I was on 360, and 360, the map size was tiny, tiny. So I thought, okay, I'll just do what I want to do to fill out the map. And when I came up with building this, oh right. Well, before we get to that, let's get to the roof. Where's the entrance is on the next floor. All right. So, after I built the ballroom, this building looked terrible. This is the Triton Arms underneath. So I came up with this idea. I want to put this in. This is kind of my take on the Adonis from Bioshock 2. Got fountains and what do we got here? This is a sauna. Oh, that was clever. I didn't think I'd put that down. That's kind of cool. Towels. So, nice little seating area. And this is not ocean. This is the pool. I always like the idea of the glass pools. It just looks really neat. And this is the bar. Serve your drinks, because everybody's got to be shit faced when they're. What did I do here? This is blank. I gotta come back and do. Like I said, I don't come here often enough, so I don't get to see all this. Sauna's the same. Anyways, on the second floor. See, this is what I mean about the vines. They grow too out of control. This is a nice little jacuzzis, laying areas, and in here we got a swim up bar. So that's cool. You just go right up and get yourself a drink. Seating areas. So it's just a nice little place to go and relax. Small, basic, got a nice little high dive. And a little bit of just a little bit of Hawaii in there, and the hanging gardens, and it goes up quite a ways. But yeah, I wanted to make the top of the building look a little better because it looked ugly. It was just this big flat building, so I put this on top. Anyways, so when I decided to do this, I wanted to just fill out a ton of space, and originally it was going to be Arcadia. I'm like, alright, if I'm going to fill out a large chunk, I'll make it Arcadia. And that's when I got the idea in the first place. I'm like, okay, damn it. That's annoying. So, when I got the idea to build Arcadia, I'm like, okay, what am I going to put in Arcadia to make it look unique? And I got this idea. I'm like, okay, could I actually do it? Yeah, I'm getting annoyed. Alright. I looked online, I looked all over the place. I'm like, is there a blueprint on there for it? And I wasn't lucky. I couldn't figure out how to do it. And finally I found a video on how to do the other thing. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I built that and I reverse engineered it. So this is the biggest building that I've built. First Bank of Rapture. And this is when I started doing carpeting more. And I went for this yellow and green, golden cash in. This bank, I kid you not, is just a nice little nod to Mary Poppins. This bank just, when I started building it, I'm like, I have to build the bank for Mary Poppins. And this bank is completely lopsided. Like, some parts of it are uneven. And you can tell by the domes. Because there's a 2-block gap there. Wait, how come it's not uneven? I don't know. Oh, because I made this. Alright. I'm not getting into it. Anyways, we'll cover the bank, because the bank is actually another floor. And as a matter of fact, the bank takes up the whole floor. This is a nod both to Bioshock Infinite and regular Bioshock. This is kind of Arcadia Garden. This is kind of Arcadia, the farmer's market.